Exactly.
That is,
And I'm old, so Kofi's got a long way to carry. See, I've been carrying it a while, so I'm almost to that summit where you light the big bowl, So I'm going to hand it off to Kofi. You got a long way to go with that.
I will take my leg of the Olympic torch run.
Exactly.
All right, Mr. Coleman, you went to SLU High. What do you remember?
Wow. It was just a great time. I made a bunch of friends that I would have never met anywhere else.
Denney, Bishop-Berg.
To Bishop de Burgh, it was co-ed. That was always nice.
Kept you on
I
your toes.
remember I played a little soccer there. That was a lot of fun as well. And it was wonderful because so many people from our grade school at Our Lady of Sorrows just transferred right there to de Burgh. So a lot of friends. By the way, the class was 632 people. It's amazing back then. Right now, de Burgh's total attendance enrollment, I think right now is about 400. Too long an answer, but go ahead.
Well, Denney, you've traveled a lot. When people say, "Oh, you work at the MUNY," what's the question they ask you the most, if there is one?
Oh, the question, of course, is what's your favorite show? Or the other question is when you say travel a lot, certainly if I do it locally, the question is, and what do you have this season? So those are really the two questions that you get.
And when you took the job, what was the one question you were asked the most?
Me?
Coffee.
Probably the one you asked. How are you going to follow Denney Reagan? Number one. Next question is, what else are you going to do in that theater? We having concerts, but and yeah, those are probably the top two.
Number third question, and again, for people who want to hear the podcast, it's wherever you get your podcasts on OT with Oliver. Gentlemen, when you go to Ted Drew's, Denney, what do you order?
Heath. No question. Heath concrete.
And?
Same. And that's like, that's odd. I never knew that. That's
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I love it. Come on, man. Heath. I love a Heath bar. I love some vanilla ice cream. Put that thing together. Let's go.
Cover, you're in your car, you run from your house to the MUNY, you encounter 10 stop signs. How many do you roll?
Who's going first?
You.
Okay, but is it true? Because I don't encounter any between here and between the MUNY's right there, but I would probably roll one of them.
Denney?
Maybe two.
I got to tell you, especially, I don't know what I would have rolled at your age, Kofi, at 38 or 39, but certainly as I got older, I became much more of a rule follower, it seems. And my guess would be out of 10, I might roll one.
I don't think you're rolling any.
Maybe not.
I'm pretty sure yours is a zero. I think yours is the zero. Stop sign.
Yeah, that may be true, yeah.
To be fair, my only stop signs are in the park, and it's just me.
So that means you roll them all.
Yeah, because that makes it okay, David.
See, look what you brought up. Look what you did.
Now I'm going to get blamed for all the traffic problems. People coming out of the MUNY. All right, so Denney, really enjoyed the time. I think one of the things that people don't understand as well as they should is the MUNY had a place in time where it was not doing as well as it's doing now. And I'm not asking you to take credit because during the podcast you wouldn't do that. But moving forward, what should St. Louisans hold true and know that they need to do this to help the MUNY stay what the MUNY is now?
I think they just need to keep attending. That's the most important thing. I mean, we have been able to succeed and keep the MUNY open just as a result of ticket sales. And we do have our annual giving program, which helps us. And there's corporate sponsorships, all part of the annual giving portion of it. As I said, we're not a member of the ZMD. We did have a capital campaign, which allowed us to create a brand new campus. So we have this brand new campus. All we need people to do now is buy tickets, and we can make sure that the MUNY will be around for the next 100 years. I honestly believe that.
Coffee, where do they go to donate and buy tickets and do such?
Everything can happen on MUNY.org.
All right. Two last questions. One's going to be, what makes you proud to be a St. Louisan? You can think about that for a second. Second to last question is, when you think about the Muni, Denney, what is your greatest memory, success? And hey, not to put you on the spot, but Mr. Coleman, what are you most concerned about that you do well? Denney first.
I think the greatest success is, well, greatest memory was probably being able to interact with Ozzie Smith. I thought that was wonderful, and Joe Namath. Of course, there's been a lot of other stars, but as I said, I'm a sports nut. So that was a big moment for me. I would also say, I would also let people know that Ozzie Smith is one heck of a tap dancer. That guy can really make it happen, and a decent actor as well. So I'm sorry, what was the second half of the question? I kind of lost.
Just in general, what makes you
what I'm most proud of, though, too. That was the other part of it, and that would definitely be the capital campaign. The fact that the MUNY has this brand new campus, that is really what I think has been the highlight of my career.
My turn?
Your turn.
So the first question is, what am I most worried about? Is that right?
Not worried, but just, yeah, I think I said worried. What is the thing that you can't mess up, and that's your main focus getting started?
Oh, the relationship the theater has with the community. We this is something it's tied in. We're part of the fabric of that, and as a community identity evolves, we have to make sure the theater does alongside of it. So we always have to be the theater of this entire community, and we have all the tools and the assets to do that. We just have to keep doing it. That's on a local level. On a national level, we're one of the best in the best places in the country for musical theater, and we have to stay there. We have to stay high on that list.
All right, man. I really enjoyed getting to meet you, getting to talk a little bit. You take over January 1st.
I'm excited for it. It's a great. I don't even look at it as taking over. I think January 1st is different than December 31st. Denney gets to take a little bit of a sigh of relief, and the Bucks just stop somewhere else. But I don't look at it as taking over. It's a team that makes this thing happen.
Did you get to borrow one of his jackets?
I hate. It pains me to say this, but he's a little bit taller than
I am. It does pain him too.
It does pain.
All right, last question, man, and then we'll go to Denney. We end every St. Louis 7 with this question. What makes you proud to be a St. Louis?
Wow, a lot of things. Mine's probably a little bit unique. You talked about my parents being immigrants, and this is where our family started in this country. This is where home is for the Colemans in America, in the United States, and I'm proud to be in a place that's been welcoming, that's been home for them. They came across the country and settled here and stayed, and something about this place made them stay and made this feel welcoming. It's given an abundance of opportunity for myself and my sisters. So I'm proud to start the next generation of our legacy here, for sure.
And Denney.
Proud to be a St. Louisan. Well, I mean, it's a great place to raise a family. Of course, the Cardinals make you very proud. The Blues make you proud. Just to be a major league city, I think, is something that's incredibly important and does make me proud. We've got the soccer team coming up as well. As I said, great place to raise a family. When you take a look at what people can do in this town, it's amazing. And when you have people come in from out of town and they realize what's available to them, they just go on and on about what a great city St. Louis is. When you talk about the zoo and the garden and the various museums, and of course the MUNY, and then you've got the Fox. So there's really so much here, both from a sports perspective and also from an arts perspective. It's a great town, and it's right here.
If you're looking at it real time, MUNY 2021 season, July 26th. We're back in the seats. Gentlemen, had a ball. Stay good, stay healthy.
Thanks, David. You too.